Alright, what's up fellas? Today, just gonna go, know some of you guys wanted to see, I guess, like more fitness related stuff on this channel. By no means am I a certified like personal trainer. I'm just passing on what I kind of am trying to figure out in terms of working out. More specifically for powerlifting, I know you guys seen James's progress, which is insane. For me, the progress itself has been a little bit slower, mainly because I simply wasn't lifting correctly and just basically my body broke down. So now I'm in like the healing process, finally pain free for the most part. I still have a lot of hip tightness and like discomfort, but overall we're still moving, we're still progressing, still trying to get this whole thing down. So I figured let's go ahead and just kind of record the progress, give you guys insight onto like who I am, what I do on a daily basis, rather than just, I guess, hair reviews. Make this channel a little bit more personable, but whatever you guys would want, let me know. I'll consider taking into your suggestions, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna see where this kind of goes. So let's go ahead and get started. I've never done like a voiceover, so it's kind of weird, but I'll just cut in and out of the whole freaking workout clip. So the main thing I'm really trying to work out on is my freaking deadlifts. Oh my god, I freaking don't understand how this shit works, but we're gonna go ahead and figure it out anyways. So initially what we have for this day's workout was a lot of freaking deadlift and like deadlift related motions. So initially we start out with like a lot of warming up, for me at least. My hip starts out pretty damn tight. A lot of the warm-up includes like glute bridges, really slow, just like using the bar deadlift motions, monster walks, or like hip circle walks where you have like a band over your, not your knees, but like right above the knees, and just kind of like have that kind of resistance to start activating your glutes, to activating like your groin area and your abductors. And then a bunch of leg swings, a bunch of sit-ups, and then I think that's pretty much it. And for me with deadlifts, I work up to my working set pretty slowly, just because I need my body to kind of kick in and like, you know, start figuring out that it's go time. But hey Google, turn off the ratchet.
Sure, turning off the ratchet.
Sorry guys, I know that background noise is kind of annoying. The camera picks it up, but alright, so working up to, I believe that's, we started warming up. I usually jump in maybe like 25-pound increments. I used to do just like 45 for deadlifts, but yeah, I can't do that anymore. So we start with the bar. From the bar you go to, maybe you guys are going pounds, like the 95 pounds, 135, 185, and then for me at least this would be my working set at around 225. But how much is that in kilograms? 102 kilograms. Still trying to get used to this whole kilogram blah, whatever. But we got working sets, a 4x8. So the first couple of weeks is a lot of volume. So the working set is about 225 pounds or 102 kilograms. My hips hurt that day, so took it easy. We're basically in week 2 of the whole training routine of what, 13 weeks. Week 2 is usually a lot of volume, but with a lot of volume you just kind of do lower weights. But the intensity, I would say, is still like 70 to 75% for me at least. We do this a lot just to start adapting the body to heavier weights later on. I believe the theory is that with a lot of hypertrophy training, you kind of shock your body into like this state of like, yo, we gotta build muscle. We're getting destroyed out there, so let's get stronger by building more muscle. You wouldn't necessarily like get bigger, but that depends on what you do in terms of eating. For me, I believe it's more of a body recomposition. So obviously more muscles and less fat. My weight pretty much stays the same amount, around like 180 to 185. So showed you guys first set, and then usually the fourth set is where I start kind of messing up my form. Pretty exhausted at this point, so we get through it pretty decently. If you guys take a look at my final feels, I'll say a lot of these sets, my hips kind of shoot up first before anything else. So I'm basically doing like a Romanian deadlift or like stiff leg deadlift. So I gotta work on that stuff. Once that was done, we move on to accessories. Accessories are just like a lot of things that kind of complement the main lift. So with powerlifting, you got deadlift, squats, and bench. With accessories, you just kind of try and like focus on weaker areas, or just kind of do workouts or exercises that complement the main lift. So for deadlifts, obviously you're just gonna be picking up and moving shit in the same kind of motion as a deadlift. So we have Romanian deadlifts first. Again, a lot of volume. Lower the weight for sure, just because my body's like dead at this point. From Romanian deadlifts, I moved on to hip thrusts. With hip thrusts, freaking hurts if you're not using like a covering or a pad. So at this point though, my body was pretty much dead, and this weight, even though it's like what, 95 pounds, I was struggling pretty bad. So for these, it's like a range of how many reps you want to do depending on your goal, but for me, it's around like 10 to 12 reps. Essentially a lot of volume. Man, this shit's exhausting though. And I didn't record the other couple things just because it wasn't like exciting or anything. It's literally just like leg lifts and hip circle walks, or the monster walks I mentioned earlier. Guess I'll just record the whole thing, but overall, that's pretty much my deadlift workout. It takes about like an hour and a half to 2 hours depending on how heavy the sets are. Obviously with heavier sets I need more rest, but again, you really gotta plan out your diet and eat accordingly to your workout schedule. I tend to work out in the morning, and then I do not eat anything prior to going to the gym. So my body crashes like midway throughout the workout. But now I've learned, I down a smoothie beforehand, have that carbo load so that I can kind of sustain myself throughout the workout, and then afterwards resume my day normally. That's about it. Don't really know what else to say in terms of like my deadlift workout, but try and keep these short and simple, and that's about it. Yep. Let me know what you guys want to know more about or like see in terms of like my quote unquote fitness journey. But other than that, happy weekends, guys. Happy weekends.